Dear students, here we are going to learn central state financial condition, topic of Indian constitution, in which first of all taxes that are directly going to beneficial to government, which is paid by citizens, and government is going to provide benefit to citizen persons. Learning outcomes, form of government, type of financial system, Indian financial system, what sources can government lever tax upon, on what sources government levy tax upon, on what resources can local bodies lever taxes upon, and last one, conclusion. Now let's start from the roots. Form of government, it is divided into unitary and political power of centralized. Other side, federal system, political power is distribution among central states and local bodies. Financial system, similarly, financial system, unitary system, and federal financial system. In unitary financial system, where only the central government spends all the items of expenditure in the country, and the revenue from all the sources also goes to the central exchequer, and compared to that federal finances where all the items and revenue and expenditure are divided among the central and state and local bodies respectively sources. Federal system or federal financial system, it is a combination of state and government, state and central system. A feature of federal financial system, sources, incomes and expenditure distribute between the central and state of government. The jurisdictions and rights are clearly mentioned in the constitution. Indian follows federal financial system. Federal finance in India. India is a federal country as per its constitution. There is an allocation of resources between central and states. There is a clear mention regarding financial power in the constitution, and according to which there are three types of list. List I upon list. It's two. It's one, union list, state list, and concurrent list. Central government, concurrent list government, a combination of central and state governments in union list, where central government has power to make laws, defense, banking, currency, foreign affairs, communications. Union of both central and state, that is both central and state generally makes like education, forest, trade, marriage, adoptions, succession, and state list, that is police, trade, agriculture, irrigation, etc. Union State Finance Relations, A268 to A293, Part 12 of the Constitution. Central share in central tax, non-plan grants and loans, CSS, normal central assistance, special central assistance 30%, normal that is 70%, additional central assistance, special categories. How central is applied over the states, that is explained over here. Distribution of taxes in 18th of 1000 was enacted to give effect of the recommendations then Financial Commission. The commission recommended that the central taxes duties 29% should go to the states. Alternative schemes of the devolutions come into effect. The 88th Amendment added a new Article 268A dealing with service of tax. Article 268 taxes revived by central but collected and appropriated by states. The proceeds that these duties revived within any state and do not part of the consolidated fund of Indian but are assigned to that state. Article 268A Service tax levied by the central government but collected and appropriated by central and states. Article 269 Taxes levied and collected by the center but assigned to the states. Article 270 Taxes levied and collected by center but distributed between the center and states. Article 271 Such and certain taxes and duties for the purpose of center. Taxes levied and collected and retained by states. Distribution of non-tax revenue center and state. In center, post, telegraph, banking, broadcasting, railways, content, currency, PSUs, state and labs. And states at irrigation, forest, fishery, use states, state and labs. Non-tax revenue per department. Granting aid to the states. Granting aid Dictionary grant Article 282 and Statutory grant Article 275. Parliament Financial Assistance to State A275 change from Consolidated Fund of India vote generated and special purpose on the recommendation of financial commissions. It is a part of statutory grants. Other side, on the advice of Planning Commission, no necessary to give both granting aid department that is handled by Government of India. Other taxes like good and service taxes that is GST. Tax indicates subcategory central tax and state tax. Existing tax structure, excise, custom, service tax. Central tax contains service tax that is GST, excise that is GST, custom, additional duties of custom that is the structure of GST, and state tax that is considering luxury tax, stamp tax, purchase tax, lottery tax, betting and gambling, entertainment tax, entry tax, VAT, sets, etc. all are part of GST. Benefits of GST that fewer tax rates of exemptions, broadening of tax bases, migration of cascading of tax, improve compliances and revenue collections, efficient use of resources, creation of common nature market, estimate to increase GDP by 0.7% to 1.7%. It is give income to the government and return benefit to the businessman or taxpayer. Once person is going to buy something at the time that person is going to pay the tax. Same way if they are going to sell some products, so same time they once pay the tax, then they will get return tax at the time of sale. So it is called benefit of GST. This is called life gets simpler. By paying all these, revenue will get a boost. A common market for each and every person. Logistics inventory cost will fall. Investment booster. Make in India manufacturing profits. Place development states get a lift for some improvement and development of infrastructure, manufactured goods, could become a cheaper GDP lift, freeing up online. These all are the advantages of GST which are applying and good benefits for each and every person from smaller to bigger companies. How is the finance system beneficial? Uh, it is become independence and responsibility, transfer, adequate and elasticity, accountability is easy, administrative efficiency, mutual relation and coordination, uniformity of each and every person, flexibility, benefits of federal system which are applying over state and central, financially disciplines, efficiency, away from double taxation, away from disputes. These are the benefits of federal system. Thank you.